This is a bit of a response to Mr. TITO Strikes Back on LordsOpinion.net and his blog on this whole Daniel Bryan versus the Corporation 2.0. Basically, what he mentioned in there was something that I pretty much said already, and that is that the WWE's rehashing an old idea from the past. Now, again, like I've said before, I don't think it's. Like I said before, I don't think it's a bad idea, and I'm not denying it's not going to make Daniel Bryan a bigger star than he already is. But there was something that stuck out to me, and it's something that not just this guy's been talking about, and he pretty much talked about it mostly a lot, but some other people have briefly mentioned. And that is the comparison, the parallel, if you will, between what's going on now and what happened 15 years ago. Yeah. Pretty much they're paralleling with the storylines of 15 years ago and now. The it's polarizing, if you will, what's going on there. Well, let me explain something about that, so we can kind of get it out of the way, okay? First of all, if you will, let me make this perfectly clear. My opinion, in my own personal opinion, let me make this perfectly clear, okay? Let me make it perfectly clear. Daniel Bryan, as good as he is, character-wise, is no Mick Foley, okay? He's not Mick. Never has been, never will be. He's not Mick Foley. No matter how you look at it, he's not Mick Foley. He's not. You know, I don't get why people think that's the case. You know, why people feel he's like he parallels to Mick Foley. Mick Foley's situation is he was used by Vince McMahon. He thought he was Vince McMahon's chosen one. He thought, as Mankind, doing the Mankind character, he was Vince McMahon's chosen one. He thought that. He thought he was going to be the face of the corporation. What happens? He gets stabbed in the back. And to me, that tells me that what we're seeing here is totally different than what we saw there, because basically Daniel Bryan, the only similarity you could say, if anything, is he thought he could trust Triple H, and that wasn't the case. But the thing is, it wasn't the fact that he was hoping to be the golden boy, the chosen one. No. It's the fact that he was stabbed in the back. Not because he thought he was going to be part of a corporation, or thought he was going to be the chosen one. Basically, he was stabbed in the back because he thought he could trust somebody. And that wasn't the case. I know that kind of doesn't make sense to a lot of people, and you're probably thinking, well, you're basically not making any sense, Brian. You're kind of correcting yourself or don't see the big picture. I see the big picture. I mean, one thing Tito brought up that really stuck in my mind is something that I know not a lot of fans are looking forward to. And that is the eventuality that this could lead to a John Cena, Randy Orton WWE title match at WrestleMania 30. And I know a lot of people don't want to see that. I know a lot of people don't want to see that, and I totally get what they're saying. You know, I totally get, what they're saying. I mean, I understand, you don't you don't want to see, two individuals that have constantly been rivaling and feuding for the past who knows how many years, going at it again, especially in the in the main event of the 30th anniversary of WrestleMania. I understand that, but we don't know if that's going to happen. For all we know, the other rumored match could happen, and that's CM Punk and Daniel Bryan for the title. We could see that happen. And I know a lot of people would like to see that happen, more so than they would Cena and Orton. I can understand that. And it could happen both ways still. You could have Randy Orton wanting to feud with John Cena because, John Cena, let's say accidentally cost him the WWE, the WWE title. Or something down the line. And you could pretty much make the match sort of, and you could sort of make it, you could sort of put importance to the match by saying that this match ends the rivalry. That after this they can no longer face each other in any match of any kind. And that would be good. That would be good. And would still open the doors for a possible Daniel Bryan CM Punk title match at WrestleMania, but still, we don't know that yet. As far as we know, it seems that Tito's got a good point that we might get Cena Orton for the title, whether we like it or not. But again, getting back to what he said, he's not Mick Foley, because the difference with Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan, 15 years apart in a polarizing way, is again Mick Foley as Mankind thought he was going to be the corporate champion, thought he was going to be in the position that The Rock got into. He didn't think he was going to get stabbed in the back and screwed at Survivor Series the way he was. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that as being something, bad or anything, or not bad. I don't see that as, being parallel to what happened in the past. I just don't see it. I don't see it, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't. I don't see no parallel situation. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, again, like I say, I don't see a similarity of any kind. And I know I'm not the only one. Now you might say, well, there's a similarity maybe with him being like an Austin, in a PG version of Austin, and yeah, there might be a similarity to that, but still, how many times have we seen it? How many times have we seen it? A lot. And the difference is, he's no Austin. Austin was pretty much anti-establishment before he even got into the main event. He was anti-establishment. Let me put it this way. He was anti-establishment before Vince McMahon, decided he didn't want him to be champion. The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen this before, and we know pretty much what's going to happen, but the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan is no Mick Foley. And I'm not, again, to repeat myself, I'm not saying this angle ain't going to become a bigger star. It's just that you could say as much as you want about WWE being on a high right now. The thing is, that high is going to slowly start simmering down, because a lot of people like myself, are going to be like, hey, we've seen this before, we pretty much know what's going to happen. So that's just my take on it, and that's my reply to Mr. Tito's little blog on lordsofpain.net. I'll provide a link to the blog so you guys can see it yourself. But that's all I'm going to say. And comment below, let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you.